4 old school playing cards.
Find some 3-card poker.
You know what the 213 knows how to do better than anybody else, man? We just know how to lie.
Around
Here we go.
the map. Well, it turns out that a handful of people have already found them. So in the description, I will leave a full map of the locations of all of those little cards, and I'll even show it on the screen right now so you can take a look at where they are. They're pretty easy to find, especially if you know the locations of them, obviously. And you might be wondering what they're
I've won like
for something like
50 times in it.
Well, it's 2 items in particular. This comes from Gta5 on Twitter. It looks like you get a high roller outfit, which for the guys, in my opinion, looks a little bit silly. You honestly look like a wrapped up Christmas present. And then you end up getting a pair of playing cards that you can actually use at your private dealer in your penthouse. And you can see that they are kind of old school, like they definitely remind me of the times of Red Dead Redemption 2, which Rockstar has even hinted that collecting all these cards will get you something in Red Dead Online a little bit later on in the game. So that right there is the reward for collecting all of those hidden playing cards that are out in the world. You also get chips and RP cash for collecting each one. So it's a fun little side objective that you can try and tackle if you want. Moving on, did you know that you can actually get thrown out of the casino? So if you are not a VIP, like if you don't own a master penthouse, if you try and go in the areas where VIPs are allowed, like the high limit table areas in the VIP lounge, you'll actually get thrown out. Take a look at this cutscene right here where this individual literally got thrown out by the bodyguard. I think that is awesome. It's kind of
I have a lot of chips.
Actually happen. It reminds me what happens if you try to do the same thing in the nightclub. So I found that to be pretty cool. Just a fun little detail there added by Rockstar.
Let's go. Come on.
Speaking of
no, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Well,
no.
Rockstar put some
oh my god! I just got clapped.
In the casino, scattered about all the people gambling.
Holy cow!
So some examples that I
got clapped. Clap-a-doodle
they found Tracy DeSanta at the bar, and she apparently looks like this now. Now remember, Grand Theft Auto Online takes place in current day, so this would be 6 years after the main campaign. A lot of people assume that's Tracy. There's been a couple of other people as well that said that Bryony from the Arena War update is also in the casino that can be found. And believe it or not, someone said they found Tommy Vercetti gambling as well. Now I find that hard to believe that that's actually Tommy Vercetti. I think it's just someone wearing a very similar outfit to what he wore in Vice City. But regardless, it looks like Rockstar have thrown in some fun Easter eggs in the characters that can be found inside the actual casino. So pay attention to those characters because they will actually have some fun lines of dialogue and will tell hidden stories to you. So it is kind of cool to stick around and listen to what they have to say. Up next, it looks like we can call the RC Bandito from the interaction menu, which is quite nice. Now, I don't use the RC Bandito a lot, but in case you do, you just simply go to inventory and then you can spawn it in for yourself, which is quite convenient. Now you no longer have to
slot machine.
Your arena in order to get it. You can literally just spawn it right in front of you, which is quite nice of an upgrade. Up next, we need to talk about some things that Miss Baker can actually do for us. So we got 2 new contacts in this update. Tom Connors, who is a contact on our phone, but we can't actually call. His line is always busy. And then Miss Baker. Now, Miss Baker can give you work, like extra missions, and she also has 2 additional services that she can offer. The first is a car service, where she allows you to choose from a handful of different vehicles. So you can choose between the Cognoscenti Cabrio, the Windsor, the Fugitive, Super Diamond, Dubsta, and Felter, and a vehicle will be spawned right in front of you. So this now gives you the ability to spawn yet another extra vehicle in free roam. I think you can spawn like 5 now in total, which is crazy that you can have all those vehicles available to you. And if you need a vehicle in a pinch, you can just simply call her and it will be dropped right in front of you. Another thing that she offers is limousine service. So this limousine service is different from the limo service that you can get by calling the phone in your penthouse. This functions more like the taxi cab in single player. where you set a destination and the guy in the limo will drive you there. And once you reach the destination, you get out. So that's actually kind of convenient because if you need to go AFK for a moment, but you still want to get to somewhere on the map, you can use this feature and they will deliver you to anywhere you want to go. And again, it's different from the feature in the penthouse because those are set destinations and you can't actually use the casino route for fast travel to that spot. So there's a handful of differences between the two, and depending on what you need to do or what your preference is, one of those. Up next, if you are lucky enough to get one of the discounts funds on the lucky wheel, you can actually check what those discounts are by going to your inventory.
Oh my, I got caught.
All about lucky wheel discounts. It says view time limit discounts you've obtained from these resorts, and it seems like they're only for the vehicle-based websites. You can see Elitist Travel, Doxies, Legendary Motorsports, Warstock Necessary, Pedal and Metal, and Sunset Autos. So it looks like you get a 10% discount on a vehicle of your choice from those various websites. You are lucky enough to spin that on the lucky wheel. Now, one of the coolest things you can do in your penthouse is actually request a members party for $20,000. Now, if you're wondering why your penthouse party doesn't look all that exciting, well, it's probably because you haven't completed as many story mode missions. Your parties become more energized and lively as you complete more casino quests. So just keep that in mind that if you've completed none of them, that your party will be kind of meh, but if you've completed all of them, it'll be really exciting, like more NPCs, more stuff going on. So that's something to keep in mind right there. Now, another thing that you can do inside of your penthouse bar area is take a Macbeth whiskey shot. We saw this introduced in the nightclub update, where if you took this shot, you passed out and you would spawn either somewhere in the casino or somewhere in the world, and on a very rare chance you would spawn on top of the Epsilon building with a long t-shirt and an alien-style tattoo. It's really cool to see. Well, there's something similar that happens in the Diamond Casino Resort update. If you take the Macbeth whiskey shot, there's a chance you could pass out on the side of the road in Sandy Shores, and you will automatically have to start a casino work mission for Agatha. And she tells a fun little story about how you had too much to drink, and how you ended up stealing one of the delivery trucks, and how she would like it back. And you have to return the mission, and you will get a bonus amount of chips. So it's really fun, and it's sort of another Easter egg that Rockstar threw in here when you drink the Macbeth whiskey shot. Now, one of the things that surprised me about the Diamond Casino and Resort update is when you go on the roof, you have access to your guns and your weapons. So I was wondering how Rockstar would prevent people from abusing these, killing people over and over and over again. Well, it turns out that if you shoot someone on the roof of the casino, you will automatically get 3 stars. That's pretty extreme. You typically only get that for shooting at other police officers in-game. So I guess that's Rockstar's way of preventing people from doing this. Now, it doesn't work all that well, because you can literally just go back inside and it removes your wanted level, and you can go back outside 3 seconds later and you won't have a wanted level either. So I guess that's another thing we could say is a cool feature of the penthouse and the casinos, is that it automatically takes away your wanted level if you go inside. And it even works for the entrance of the casino. Like if you shoot people at the front and you've got a wanted level, you can still go inside and nothing will happen. Like no one will react to you if you just shot someone out front. So some interesting features right there regarding the wanted levels and how Rockstar trying to balance that and prevent griefing, I guess you could say. Moving on, something else that's really cool is all the alien references in art Gta5 or your casino and your penthouse. So a lot of these have to do with like the Chiliad and alien UFO references. Now all of them take place on the artwork. Like for example, this one right here is called We're All Mystified. And you can see it's like 3 square photos. You've got the Chiliad mural, and the middle of that is called We're All. You got I found that with using VPNs, which by the way, I will leave a link to the so far known list of countries in the description that won't allow you to do this gambling stuff. In fact, there's even some states in the United States that won't allow you to do that. I'll leave a link to that in the description. but in some countries in particular, you can't use shark card money in order to convert to chips. So you know how that you can buy chips, or that you can get chips from the cashier like every 48 minutes of the game? Well, if you only have shark card money, because Rockstar is able to differentiate the two, they won't allow you to get more chips, which is interesting. I guess that's a way of Rockstar preventing people from, like, buying shark cards just to go gamble it away. Now, one of the more frustrating aspects, at least for me in the Diamond Casino and Resort update, is that our characters can't move quickly inside the casino. The casino is easily the largest interior property that we've ever been in, and the fact that we can't even briskly jog in there is so frustrating. Now, I understand why Rockstar did that, because it's not really realistic for someone to be sprinting about the casino, but it's frustrating when you want to go from one side to the other, and it takes you a long time. Well, there's two ways you can go about alleviating this. The first way is by holding down on the sprint button. You can't tap it, that doesn't do anything, you have to hold down. That will make you, like, wiggle yourself a little bit faster through the casino. And another thing you can try is going in first-person mode. Now, I can't prove this, but I have noticed, I think at least a difference, that if you're in first-person mode, you walk much quicker in the casino. So I have been using first-person mode a lot. It seems to save me a little bit of time. I wish we had like a scooter, or we had rollerblades or something to get around this place quicker. Man, it takes a long time to go from point A to point B. And last but not least today, I'm pretty sure money trucks are back. So speaking of those, fun NPCs that Rockstar put in the casino, I found this dude right here. It's like a money truck carrier, and he was bringing it back to the administration place. And when I went outside, there was a money truck on the street. So I think Rockstar put money trucks back in the game. Now, have they put them back in the game where they will have money in the back, and if you shoot them, it explodes? I don't know. I wasn't able to catch up with the one that I saw. But it looks like they are spawning in free roam now, which is kind of interesting. But anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today, and that right there is details and big changes that you might not have known about in the Diamond Casino and Resort update in Grand Theft Auto Online. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below if you know of any other tips, tricks, secret features, and details that we did not cover in this video today. If so, let me know in the comments down below. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And subscribe to my channel. And you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA 5 casino news, videos, and more that we'll be doing over the next couple of days, weeks, and months if Rockstar decide to extend the drip feed out that long. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Holding last is the 6. Holding on to third, it's the 1 horse.
Wait, what?
Moving into the final half.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Musk with the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about 15 huge changes that Rockstar made when they added the Diamond Casino and Resort update in Grand Theft Auto Online today. So that's one of the things I was most looking forward to this update was, what was Rockstar going to do to the quality of life of the game? And they have certainly done that. So let's talk about all the changes that they've made. The first is pretty interesting. You might have noticed a notification on the screen that told you about some playing cards scattered around the map. So Rockstar says word on the street is there's some hidden objects of interest turning up in the state of San Andreas. Talk to any unlicensed dealer in shady iniquities, and they'll tell you the same thing. People have been finding some seriously old-school playing cards dotted around off the beaten track, like 19th century old school. So 54 hidden playing cards are strewn across the state, waiting to be found, which will offer RP and chip bonuses for each and every discovery. And if you find all of them, you'll unlock the exclusive High Roller outfit and a unique card set for your private dealer to deal blackjack and three-card poker. And as a bonus, collecting all of them will also unlock a special item in Red Dead Online later this year. So, like I mentioned earlier, there's 54 of these guys scattered throughout the world. You you need to try and find them and get some pretty cool bonuses in the game. The next thing that Rockstar has done is they've added over 400 items to the casino store. So those items include clothing and artwork for our penthouses, but the important thing there is that those items are going to rotate on a weekly basis. So the items that you see in the casino store right now are not necessarily guaranteed to be there next week. So if you see something that's there, you might want to end up getting it sooner rather than later, because it could be gone. We don't know what Rockstar's rotation of those items is going to be. That's the second thing. The third thing that Rockstar has done is that they've actually added new races. That's right, so with the slew of supercars and sports cars added in this update, Rockstar have added more Rockstar verified races to Grand Theft Auto Online. So check them out for yourself. All you have to do is load up the races menu, and then you can find the new ones that Rockstar have added, which is really cool. It's kind of refreshing with some new races. There's also 6 new player actions that have been added to online. So those are Cutthroat, Cry Baby, Stinker, Shadow Boxing, Karate Chops, and Wooden. Now each one of them are pretty unique, and remember, you will get a sort of extended, enhanced version if you hold down both the thumbsticks while doing player actions. So those are the 6 player actions that you can use in online. Rockstar have also updated the daily objectives. Finally, another fantastic quality of life machine. So not only have Rockstar added a new daily objective to sort of spice up what you usually doing, but they've also increased the cash reward for completing the daily, weekly, and monthly streaks. So the daily reward for completing all the objectives is $30,000. It used to be $25,000. The weekly reward is now $150,000, where it used to be $100,000. And the monthly reward is now $750,000, where it used to be only $500,000. So this is great news, and it's nice to see Rockstar not only adding new daily objectives, but also increasing the payouts for each time you complete it. That is awesome. The next big change is an absolutely massive one, and it has to do with the passive mode system in GTA Online. Rockstar made things so much better. So there's a handful of different things that they've done under the passive mode system. The first is you can no longer use passive mode when you're on a weaponized vehicle. So whether that's the Scramjet, or the Oppressor Mark II, or the Kinjali tank, you can now no longer be in passive mode if the vehicle has weaponized capabilities. That is absolutely fantastic. The next thing is there is a 2-minute cooldown for passive mode now in place for players who have just killed someone. So let's say you go in a lobby and you find someone and you kill them, you can't go into passive mode for 2 minutes. You have to be out of it before you can use that mode. That's terrific. Adding on to that, players must wait 5 minutes before they can activate passive mode again after they save the link. So that prevents you from going back and forth and using the system. That's absolutely outstanding. And the last thing that Rockstar mentioned regarding passive mode is that players now must wait 30 seconds to disable their passive mode after activating. So basically what Rockstar has done here is they prevent players from abusing the passive mode system by being in weaponized vehicles, killing others, and then protecting themselves by activating passive mode. Now they have prevented you from doing that, and they have added safe cooldowns so that you can't flip-flop and abuse the system. That is a tremendous change. The next thing Rockstar added is the Go Ghosted mode in Grand Theft Auto Online. They made some significant updates to this. So now the Go Ghosted option is available to players after 2 deaths instead of 3 deaths. So basically they've cut 33% off of the deaths that you need in order to activate this, and the length of time that players remain ghosted has been increased from 2 minutes to 5 minutes. That is awesome. And the window of time for consecutive kills to count has been increased from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. And the final thing that Rockstar has done is now the Go Ghosted option is applied if the killing player is part of an organization or motorcycle club. So players can now select Go Ghosted to a gamer tag or a name, an organization name, or an MC name. And what's great is that players will remain ghosted to the members of the gang, even if they disband. I love this. Now Rockstar is making it easier to go about doing things in public sessions without having to be worried that you're being targeted by a group of players or a gang or an organization. This is just tremendous. All of those changes are absolutely incredible. The next thing that Rockstar has done is they have added a new services option, which has been added to the interaction menu. It allows players to view and change options for all large vehicle properties, such as the Terabyte, the Avenger, the MOC, and the Galaxy Super Yacht. That is fantastic because all of these big properties used to be so spread out, and in order to change one, you would have to call them in, or you'd have to go to your super yacht per se. Well, now you don't have to. You can just use the new services option, and you can change a whole bunch of different things regarding each of those larger properties. Moving on, Rockstar have also made some updates to the series in GTA Online. So they've put a couple of different bullet points under this. So for example, the featured adversary mode has been renamed to featured series. The targeted assault series has been removed. Each series type now only has one trigger on the map. Several help text entries regarding existing series have been removed. And updates have been made to series help text appearance screen. So some of that was a little bit confusing to me, but basically Rockstar, in my opinion, is making a little bit less cluttered on the map. Speaking of good news, Rockstar have also increased the payout for time trials. Time trials used to only pay out $50,000 when you completed it. Now they pay out $100,000. So the pay has literally been doubled for completing the time trials. That is fantastic news. Now something else that's kind of interesting, I didn't even know about this. Apparently now that the Class A Impaler is now purchasable on the Arena War TV website. I thought this was always the case, but I guess you had to go to a different website in order to purchase it. Now apparently you do not, so that is good news. I guess Rockstar making things a little bit more simple. And they are also updated the nightclub. So even though this update was about the casino, Rockstar made a significant change to the nightclub. So Rockstar says the nightclub popularity gained for completing a nightclub management mission has been increased from 10% to 25%. So now it's even easier to keep popularity up inside of your nightclub. That is a great change right there from Rockstar. Now a couple more things. They've introduced today with the release of the Diamond Casino and Resort update. We are getting more Twitch Prime benefits and bonuses. So they said for those who missed the deadline on the Master Penthouse, you can still get some really cool stuff. They said all Twitch Prime members who have their accounts linked will receive 75% off the Class A Scramjet and Nagasaki Shotaro through July 31st, as well as an additional 10% off of all sale items. Now, if you're wondering what those sale items are, it's 40% off a selection of helicopters this week, including the Buckingham Swift Deluxe, Super Bolito, Super Bolito Carbon, and the Volatus. Now, that's not the only thing you can get this week. You can also get a free item that is the Blue Diamond Resort LSD, completely free. All you have to do is log on and play Grand Theft Auto Online anytime before July 31st to claim this t-shirt. It looks pretty cool. It's simple. It's got the Diamond Casino and Resort logo on the front. That right there is about it. Now, in case you guys are interested in any of the other changes that Rockstar might have made, I will leave a link to the patch notes in the description. There is a ton that Rockstar talked about that I'm not going to be able to cover in this video today, like story mode fixes and fixes for Grand Theft Auto Online. I mean, the general miscellaneous list is like 4 pages long. It is insane the amount of things they fixed. So I'll leave that in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. I will also leave the Newswire post in the description where Rockstar talked about a handful of the other things that were in.
If she didn't get 2 10s.
House features, which we've covered in previous videos. So I'll leave a link to that in the description so you can check it out for yourself. The only other thing they mentioned on the newswire is they said, stay tuned as we detail new gameplay, vehicles, bonuses, and more updates in the weeks to come, and more details on the Diamond Casino and Resort. Basically what that means is over the next couple of weeks, we're obviously going to be getting some of the drip feed cars, more weekly bonuses, adversaries,
Hopefully it doesn't have any good
and a
cards.
whole lot more. So I'll keep you guys updated on that as always when new information arrives. But that is everything that I've got for you guys in this video today. Let me know in the comments down below, or you can reach out to me on my Facebook page. Do you know of any other cool, huge changes or secret features or hidden details that Rockstar included in the Diamond Casino and Resort update that I didn't mention in this video? Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new and you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA 5 casino news, videos, and more. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well if you guys are new. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and ringing that bell will always guarantee you that you're notified when videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh shit. I was so lucky.
Is like next level. Can spiders lay eggs under your skin?
100%. And here's how.
Spiders lay eggs in soil, on leaves, and in their web. A spider would never confuse a human body for one of these environments, unless that spider was drunk. Yes, some spiders drink alcohol. They confuse it for stinking water. And your spider has been living in your recycling, slurping on your discarded IPA. And now, it's addicted to the sauce. It crawls...
Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, I'm going to be giving you guys some buyer beware for all of the new content that has been added in the Diamond Casino and Resort update to Grand Theft Auto Online. So there's a lot that you can spend your money on in this update, but in my opinion, there's only a handful of things that you really should. And that's what we're going to be diving into in this video today. So let's start with what you can buy at the casino first, and that is a membership. Now there's two types of membership. There's a $500 membership that gets you basic access to the casino floor. That's not really on my buyer beware. It's also $500. It's pretty easy to come up with that money. The first amount of buyer beware I'm going to give you guys is in relationship to the penthouse. Now overall, I think the master penthouse is awesome, and I think it's 100% required in order to fully enjoy the casino update. But I do believe there is a handful of upgrades to the master penthouse that we should just totally not do. And that's what we're going to be going over in this video today. So for starters, there's no differences in the three penthouses.
I'll be right back though, cause I'm just gonna.
High roller or party penthouse. They all just have various levels of customization. Basically, you just choose what you want to add to the penthouse, and there's a handful of different things that you can add on the floor plan. So let's talk about the rooms that I would personally stay away from. The first is the spare bedroom. The spare bedroom is $200,000, and you don't get anything from it. I mean, unless you're role-playing that your friends are coming over and they're staying in your penthouse, when in fact they probably already have their own. It really is a worthless add-on. There isn't anything special about the room other than it offering a different view and another shower that you can take in. That's the first thing I would avoid. The second one I would avoid has to do when you unlock the lounge. Now, I think the lounge is good to unlock. In fact, I even recommend it. But the first thing that you can do inside the lounge is the media room. This is completely unnecessary. Number one, there are already like 5 TVs inside of your penthouse. So the fact that it's just in a special room doesn't make it worth $500,000. Number two, the only other thing you can do in there is play a video game called Don't Cross the Line. You can already play this in your CEO offices. So the media room is really not all that worth it. And when you consider that it's $500,000, that's a lot of money you could save. The next thing that I don't think is worth it is the private dealer. I mean, really, is it that hard to go down a couple of floors and go play poker and blackjack with the rest of the people of the casino And the fact that this guy alone is over $1 million, that's just way too much for me. So I wouldn't recommend getting the private dealer. He's not worth it for the amount of money that he costs. If he was maybe like $200,000, sure. But over $1 million, no way, not doing that. And the final room that I would recommend not getting is the office. So when I first saw the advertisement for the office, I thought that it was going to allow us to control and operate other aspects of our business. But it turns out that's not the case. It's literally just a computer that's the same as our phone, a safe for our money, and a weapon organization thing. All those things we have in other places. So I don't think it's worth it. It's only $200,000, but I still don't think the office is really all that worth it. And then as far as the other things you can do in your penthouse, like changing the color palettes and whatnot, there's only 3 different choices, so just pick the one you want. And as far as the patterns go, again, just pick the one you want to. It really doesn't matter all that much. So that right there is probably all the buyer beware I can offer you as far as the penthouse goes. Everything else you can do is either free or cost like $10,000, $20,000. That's pretty much it. So there isn't really any extra costs that are associated with it once you end up buying the actual penthouse itself. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's move over
No.
to vehicles. So Rockstar added 6 total vehicles today, and I am going to be going over each
Fuck off,
one
dealer.
and sort of giving you a quick
Bye guys, suck a dick later.
on
Peace
buying
out, bitches.